Every year, around the world, millions of tons of tomatoes are destroyed. Perfectly good food, full of nutrients, full of flavor, full of life, ends up rotting in the fields, dumped in rivers, or burned by farmers who cannot find a market. This is not a story from one country. It is a global tragedy. From Morocco to India, from Spain to the United States, the red fruit that is a symbol of the Mediterranean diet becomes nothing but waste. But why? Why destroy when people are hungry? Why throw away when so many countries struggle with food insecurity? The reasons are many. Sometimes there is simply overproduction, too many tomatoes, not enough buyers. Sometimes it is the rules of the market. Supermarkets only want tomatoes that look perfect, shiny, uniform in size, while the ugly ones are rejected. Sometimes it is the collapse of prices. Farmers prefer to throw away the harvest rather than sell it for almost nothing. And sometimes it is the lack of infrastructure. No cold storage, no transport, no preservation technology. The result is the same: destruction. But there is another path. Tomatoes are not only eaten fresh. They can be dried. They can be transformed. They can last for months and even years if processed correctly. In Italy, in Turkey, in Morocco, sun-dried tomatoes are a delicacy. In factories, dehydration technology allows tons of tomatoes to be preserved in just a few hours. Imagine if this technology was used everywhere. Imagine if instead of waste, these tomatoes were dried and packed, then exported to countries where food is scarce. Imagine if children in poor regions could eat soup, stew, or bread with tomato flavor instead of going hungry. The science is simple. Drying reduces water content, kills bacteria, keeps nutrients. Dried tomatoes are rich in vitamins, antioxidants, and minerals. They are light, easy to transport, and can travel across oceans without spoiling. For every ton of fresh tomatoes destroyed, hundreds of kilos of dried tomatoes could be saved. This is not just food. This is life. So, why is it not happening? The barriers are not technical, they are political and economic. Big corporations control much of the food supply chain. Governments often do not invest in small-scale preservation. Farmers do not have access to the machines. And in many cases, aid policies are designed to maintain dependency, not to empower local communities. Still, there is hope. Around the world, small projects are showing the way. In Kenya, women's cooperatives dry tomatoes with solar energy. In southern Italy, farmers save their surplus by sun-drying in traditional ways. In North Africa, startups are testing cheap drying machines for rural areas. These examples prove that change is possible. The question is not, can we do it, but do we want to do it? Because food waste is not only about tomatoes. It is about ethics, about choices, about humanity. While millions of children suffer from hunger, millions of tons of food are wasted. The balance is shocking. And when we see fields of red fruit being bulldozed, we should not look away. We should ask, what if this food had been saved? What if it had been dried, transported, and given to those in need?